commitment.
Okay, that's good.
I'm sorry, the gentlelady's time has expired.
Thank you.
Mr. Scott.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ma'am, gentlemen, thank you for being here today. I was tardy because I was on the floor of the House of Representatives speaking on the need for disaster relief. And I just want to make sure that you're all aware that both bills failed in the Senate yesterday evening. Both bills failed. The Republican bill failed 44 to 49, and the Democratic bill failed 46 to 48. Obviously, there's partisan politics going on right now. If the disasters had hit New York or Vermont, I have no doubt that they would have assistance would have already been provided. But I do have a question, Secretary Wilson. Has the administration submitted a request for disaster assistance for a disaster supplemental?
The money is actually attached to the FY20 budget, so that it is in there with an emergency clause, and it clarifies the amount.
Okay. My understanding, though, is that OMB has not actually requested a supplemental package. I mean, obviously, we need a supplemental to pass within the next 8 days. And just so you understand where the calendar is, 8 days from now, we leave for Easter break, and we do not return until April 30th. Now, I'm fine if we don't leave for Easter break until we get a disaster bill done, but I would suggest to you, as someone who's been fighting since October to get a disaster bill done, that we need help. We need help making sure people understand the damage that is going to be done if we don't get a bill passed. And I don't think most of the members of Congress recognize the damage that's going to be done to the Air Force and our military readiness, much less the public. And it's embarrassing to ask you this, but some of you are going to have to get on the news and talk about, and when I say get on the news, it's got to happen now. We have 8 days until we leave until April 30th. And I'm just asking for your help, asking for the president to turn it up. This is ridiculous. Obviously, there's partisan politics going on over there, but the truth of the matter is the president could have done more to help with this before now, too. And I'm asking you for help.
Congressman, you will have every ounce of help that I can provide you, including, I've been talking publicly about this. It's sometimes hard to break through, but this has been a priority for the Air Force since October, and we've talked about it, worked together on it, and we will do everything we can.
But I have seen no stories on this in the mainstream media, none whatsoever, about what the implications of no disaster bill, Congress taking a 2-week or a 3-week break between now and April 30th, if this doesn't get done. And from the standpoint of time, we have tomorrow, in which case we've got a major event on the House floor, which is going to take up a lot of time. Then there's a flyout. So of the 8 days left, 5 are legislative. 3 of the 5 are fly-in and fly-out days where the time is going to be very limited. And you've done a good job of making the point to the choir that this needs to be done. The House has passed 2 bills. The House has passed 2 bills. The Senate is yet to pass a bill. And I would just ask that as you leave here, we need people on the news making sure that Congress does not leave for Easter break until a disaster assistance bill is done. And I will tell you, I think there is very little chance that a bill is done before we leave for Easter break. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I'll